Hey everybody, we're back with a little bit more chess going up against ninth horse in the 10-minute pool. So one of my last games was a Wagon Gambit, and it worked out really well. So why not bring it back? B5 Wagon Gambit. This is a gambit that is not so mainstream, and I guess we'll figure out if my opponent is A, daring enough to accept it, and B, gonna be able to figure out how to refute it. It's a very dubious opening, but it also leads to some pretty brilliant, amazing early wins. And let's see. So basically what I've done here is I've played a wing gambit. Oh my god, we've just had this. Now I did a little bit of prep. In my previous game, I played knight to e4, and I kind of learned that that's not the way. After I did some post-analysis, knight e4 here is actually a huge blunder that went unpunished in my last game. Queen to c2 attacks the knight and the c7 square. So better is here. And I was looking at some sort of fascinating line where after this, I can go here. And this is great. I love when the opponent walks into something I've just prepared. Because now I don't need to castle. I can play this move. And if they play knight to f5, I can play d5. Allowing them or tricking them. So I should play this quick. I should play it quick like I've blundered. Oh no, my g-pawn. But if they take the g-pawn right away, you go here and then the knight is trapped. And the lines from here make like no sense. So the line, I believe, was here, bishop here, takes, queen takes. And you still can't really do this because you get trapped. Oh my god, he's walking into this brand new prep. I don't know if this has ever been played before. But I just looked this up after my last game, so let's go. He's falling right in for it. If you take this, it's like some trick. So I think what they need to do, the computer move is queen c2. Holy cow, I got the Eric Rosen alert box still. He doesn't fall for it. Okay. Thanks for the distraction. Turn off the Eric Rosen alerts, hopefully. Sorry. Shout out to Eric Rosen. Is this your own little creation? It was up until this last move of yours. LOL. All right, so let's let him know that we're in prep. Let's get talkative. So we are a pawn down. I guess we're a little bit worse here. And he knows that I was massively prepared. So now... Stop! I've closed it! Stop buying stuff on Eric Rosen's channel. Oh my god, this is... Okay, no. Focus. We're not going to let that distract us. We're just going to get castled. If he goes here, I guess I'm going to go here, trying to prevent castling. And then if he goes here, might have to steal it. Go for it. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go here, preventing castling. And if he goes here, let's give him a check. This is awesome. Alternatively, nothing else. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Not sure about it, but let's see what we can do. So here, check. Like, we don't want to make a draw. I think the line is supposed to be, like, close to equal. Close enough. Hopefully it's not because there's some repetition here. I want to make this work. My opponent is motivating me. I don't know if he knows it, but he's motivating me. Big blunder. Never motivate your opponents to beat you. So, yeah. We're just preventing castling seems logical enough. Queen doesn't need to be there. Ah, uses the knight. Okay. So if I go here, then I would be able to take this pawn. But he would be on my rook. Wait, but me being on his rook is the most important. So if here, which is actually maybe unlikely to happen, I would go here. With the biggest threat being to take and fork. Wait. Come on, there's too many tactics to not go for this. Let's attack the queen. Haven't fully thought it through. I've just spotted some potential for some crazy tactic. So I'm hoping that there's some sort of alignment. Like he takes and I go here, rook goes somewhere, and then we can take this thing. Man, that'd be really cool. I don't know if it's any good, but it's really cool. So let's see if we can win the tactics fight. If you want to get better at this opening, here's what you do. You memorize the first, like, 5 moves of this opening. Then you go to Tactics Trainer and you just do that for a couple hours a day, and then you should be pretty good at this opening. I don't think he's actually going to take this, though. I could have thought of what he might actually do. He might just go here. That seems like a logical enough move. Oh, he does go for it. Okay, let's do this quick. So I'm attacking the rook, but I'm also attacking the knight. Oh, he just gives up the knight. Wait, why? Because he's still on my rook. Oh, who's out tactic? Who? Zhao Wei Mama. Well, yeah, I get to move my rook and then take yours. I don't think he saw that. He thinks I'm gonna take his rook. No, siree. I also have another rook. Okay, there might be a mate here. Let's just bring in another rook. And this guy's hanging. So we are going to win this game. Maybe he blocks with something. No problem. If we can't find a mate, we win the rook. Let's go. Yeah, okay. So is there a direct mate? Gosh, there almost has to be, right? Let's start with this check. I understand. He's running here. But that would force him here. That would let me go here. That's not quite mate. But then the queen's coming in. This is checkmate. This has to be checkmate. Come on. I don't even want your rook, bro. It's all for you, man. King comes in. The line is here, here, here. I mean, this is mate. Come on, man. I don't want your rook. I don't want it. It also could just go here. This is mate, right? Is this mate? Let's go, baby. Wagon Gambit. Got him with the prep. GG. Say hi to YouTube. No, we won't even we're not gonna end with that one. If he's a subscriber, then I guess he'll know. But here you go. He's left. And let's actually take a real quick look at this, because I thought this was really cool. And I have just had this. Now, you know what? You can see what the engine evaluation is. This is the Wagon Gambit. You play a6, b5, you sack this pawn, you go right here. All right, it's plus 1.3. Ah, psych, it's plus 2. Okay, it's Stafford Gambit levels of bad. But e3, this is the second time I've played this now and people have gone for this. And I just looked up this line. So a lot of this should be some computer prep. You give this check, you take back. I guess this is not a novelty. But I thought this idea of c5, almost novel, followed by d5. This is actually a novelty. So yeah, I had just prepared this. And my opponent played one of the best moves, knight to g3. The idea is that if you take with the knight, you've fallen for a little bit of a trap. After king to f8, it's very difficult to extricate the knight. So what I thought he was going to do, why did I think that I had... There was some line I looked at with maybe this guy going here. I guess it wasn't here exactly. I must have done some... I must have considered some other move here, but I didn't. Oh no, it was after this. Sorry. So after the check takes, now the queen is attacking the knight. So it's the same kind of thing. If you go in for this, this is somehow not so bad. Hang on. Hang on. Why is this acceptable? Like every line in this, it's so fun finding stuff in this line because like none of it ever makes sense. With still some dangerous play for white. Like there's a bunch of nonsense here. But knight going back makes the most sense to me. And then I had to play from this position. So here I didn't know what I was doing. And let's see how well I did. Castles is correct. Queen b5 is the only move. You got to prevent him from castling. I thought about d4. I didn't know how to make it work. I thought this was interesting. Queen takes is correct. I should now play rook a4. Look, I saw rook a4. I just didn't like it. But also I didn't see it. Like, I don't even understand it either. So if he just castles... then you can't, oh, there's no castling. Let's rule that guy out first thing. If he goes here, then we're giving some, is it just like we're trying to win some pawn? Rook a4? Okay, it's always rook a4. It's always the move you never see. I took here, and now my opponent should castle. If I take this knight, then my knight's hanging. He just solved all his problems. He's a pawn up. All right, well played. Wow, he could have just castled. Okay, but instead he went here, which gives me the knight, the rook, and then I think he thought that I was going to take this, and then they would be able to go here, which is also -8, but that's what I assume they saw. But this, we didn't even have to take the rook. At some point, we found a checkmate. And if you want to find checkmate in all your games, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next video.